Hey guys, Chef Wu Can here. How are you? Happy New Year for 2022. This year will be a great year for everybody, all right? Despite everything else that we suffered last year, this year will be a better year. Fingers crossed. As far as I'm concerned, my videos will now be based on simple and easy to do recipes that you can just pop into the supermarket, grab a bag, get a couple of sauces, which the sauces will last for a long time, combine it together, make a bowl of rice during the cold season right now, and you'll have a scrumptious meal for you, your significant other, or a family of four. All right? It's going to be so easy. We're going to go from traditional to Cantonese back to traditional, and I'm going to show you some new dishes that are just as good. You may not even have heard of it before, but all that counts is the taste. And in the ingredients, try to use the best quality ingredients. As far as dishes are concerned, you're going to get some new sauce flavors that I'm going to introduce, new ways of cutting corners to make it easier for you to do. And this dish tonight is going to be called ketchup shrimp. That easy. And I'm going to try to do it in about 10 minutes, even less if it's possible. And we're going to use, like it says, ketchup, some fish sauce, some soy sauce, some worcestershire sauce, some white pepper, some garlic salt, garlic powder, and some granulated garlic. All right, and I'm going to add it together, and it's all based on taste. I mean, I know that I've been doing some of the videos based on taste, and I've got some requests that they want more measurements. I'll put that in the description section of my YouTube, but I want you to learn how to appreciate the flavor and adjust the flavor accordingly, and not just go by the measurements. All right, that sort of takes the fun out of it. And this year, I have high hopes of doing lots of things. If I can, with this pandemic and all that stuff, hopefully it will subside. That I have developed a Patreon page, so I can always use your support, and I encourage you to donate if you want to. So I have better quality videos, as well as I have a couple of venues that I want to explore into, and it requires a little bit more hard work, and obviously there are more techniques on YouTube that I can utilize. And so if you go to my description section of YouTube, you can click on the Patreon link and donate whatever you like. It's always appreciated. And I have to thank you. I know it's been a while because trying to enjoy the holidays with the family, but I'm back now, January, and I'm ready to go. I'm going to have a couple of dishes coming up in January, rapid successions, and you're going to really enjoy it, and it's going to be easy. You go to the market and pick it up, 1, 2, 3, nothing complicated. It's going to be great. I'll be using the air fryer this year. I used the air fryer last time, and it was wonderful, and I can now do many more dishes with the air fryer. All right, so today I'm going to start with the ketchup shrimp. So I want you to watch and pay close attention, and if you want more detailed measurements, it will be in the description section. All right, so here I go. So basically, the shrimp, we're going to use 1620, and 1620 shrimp means that there's 16 to 20 shrimp per pound. I'm going to use a sliced onion, but I love onions, so I'm going to use 2. And basically, I'm just going to chop it. Okay. This will add a little bit more sweetness. We're going to use some fish sauce, obviously. We're going to use Heinz ketchup. A little Worcestershire sauce. Some white pepper. That's a little bit more aromatic than black pepper. Obviously, olive oil. Garlic powder, and crunchy garlic to add a little bit more crunchy garlic flavor. Okay? So we cut up the onions, we got the shrimp, we'll put everything away, and now it's a matter of getting everything stir fried and the sauce added. Alright? So we'll use our trusty spatula. And we have our fancy plate, okay? So I just want to say cheers to 2022 and aloha, welcome, and thank you subscribers and thank you viewers. And I encourage you to stick with me this year and we'll be a better and greater YouTube videos. I'm the chef who can, because if chef who can, you can too. Alright, the wok is heating up. Alright, so we add a little bit of olive oil. I prefer olive oil because that's the better oil than canola oil, if you didn't know that already. I deshelled the shrimp. It's deveined already, but I deshelled the shrimp so that a little bit of the tail stays on, because there's a lot of flavor in the tail, as well as the shell itself. So I saved the shells to make for another soup dish. Alright, so the wok is heating up, the oil is heating up. It's going to be pretty quick. Alright, we'll get everything ready. Fish sauce is more of a salty, pungent sauce. Alright, let's throw the shrimp in. And we're just going to cook it on both sides about 2 minutes and then take it out. We want it to be 80% cooked. How it's cooked, it will turn bright orange, and you don't want to overcook it because then it becomes really rubbery. That's very important. So a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth when they overcook shrimp because it's so rubbery. The right way is just tender, sort of like al dente. Okay? So we want it to be 80% cooked. A lot of the moisture that we have here is from the shrimp, so that will add flavor to our gravy. So you'll be amazed that Worcestershire sauce, ketchup is all you really need, and fish sauce. That will make a perfect sauce. Alright, so it's cooking. We're sauteing it. And we'll take it off and we'll stick it back in. Now we'll make the sauce. So the predominant sauce is ketchup. So we'll use about 1/4 cup. Okay? Then we'll add about 1/2 teaspoon of fish sauce. Then we'll add 1/2 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Then we'll add some garlic powder. About 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. And we'll saute 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, if you want a little sauce, we can always add some sauce to it. Nothing fancy, we'll just add a little bit more water. Okay? Combine it together, 1, 2, 3. Then we'll add the onion. If you don't want onions, you don't have to add onions. Let that heat up a little bit. Right? You may want to add a little bit more Worcestershire sauce. I mean, believe it or not, it does add a definite flavor. Okay? So I like a little sauce to it. So we'll combine it together, 1, 2, 3. You don't want the onions to be totally translucent. You want to have a little bite to it. I have to put in some slurry solution to thicken it all up so it sticks to the shrimp. So it's 50% cornstarch and 50% water. And you stir it up with your finger, like this. Okay? You want to have that nice crunch on the onions. Okay? So we'll saute 1, 2, 3. Right? So what you want to get is a nice tomatoey sweet sauce with a little sour with the Worcestershire sauce, because in the Worcestershire sauce there's a little tamarind in it. So that just adds a little bit more flavor dimension to the dish. We got the onions the way we want. We don't want to overcook it, obviously. We add a little water just to get a little gravy. Now we add the shrimp. 1, 2, 3. Combine it all together. All right. Now usually this is traditional in the sense that we usually leave the shell on because the flavor of the shell adds even more flavor to the dish. But you know, a lot of people don't want to work at the shrimp, so I'd rather keep the tails on, and that will help preserve a lot of the flavor. All right, so we'll add some white pepper. This fresh white pepper. Why am I using white pepper rather than black pepper? I feel white pepper is a little bit more stronger, more aromatic, a little bit of more fish sauce, just a tad bit. And now we'll add a little bit of the crunchy garlic. So you don't have to really cook the shrimp that long. It's just being heated up. And we'll just maybe add a little bit more. Obviously we'll taste it. We'll take a little taste. Excellent, delicious. Okay. So then we'll plate it. We'll add a little bit of cornstarch solution to thicken it up just a little bit. Not much. But make sure after you add the cornstarch, you cook the cornstarch as you stir frying. Because if you add the cornstarch and take it out right away, it'll be kind of starchy flavor, and you don't want that. All right. Okay. So here it is. All right. Down. And I just want to show this to you. Homemade ketchup shrimp. A very traditional Chinese dish, but we usually have the shell on. But I know a lot of my viewers like to not work at eating. But if you do, just add the shell on. It will add more flavor. And will, of course, we'll taste it. So I have the rice here. And this is jasmine rice. We'll take one little bowl. All right. And I think you will see how delicious it will be. Here's a shrimp with the rice. We'll take an onion or two. The onion is not so wilted that it holds its body. And you got the cornstarch that is surrounding the, attaching itself to the shrimp and the onion, so you get every bite is a nice flavor. We'll take a little bit of the onion. The onion is not so well done that it's going to just dissipate. It has a little crunch to it, a little rice. The shrimp. Let me see. The shrimp, it's not well done. You don't even taste the ketchup flavor because you have the salt, you have the Worcestershire sauce, the fish sauce, the white pepper, the garlic crunch, and the natural flavor of the shrimp when it was stir fried. So it's just really, really good. Then, the tail is very, has a lot of sauce in it. And then we'll just have a little piece of the shrimp. And then, Oh, ketchup shrimp. Quick and easy, simple. Buy the shrimp. You have ketchup at home. You probably have Worcestershire sauce at home. If you don't have white pepper, black pepper is good. Garlic powder, everybody should have that. And that's about it. The crunchy garlic, it just adds a little bit more crunch, a little more texture. But here it is. So, hope you enjoyed it. This is one of the quickest videos I made, but I know everybody's very busy, especially after the holidays. But I read the comments. You want me to make it shorter? And I am. And I'm working on improving it. So remember, in the description section of YouTube, under my video here, there'll be a Patreon link. And I do appreciate any kind of donations. It's always helpful, you know, because basically I want to make more. I want to make good quality. I want to go into different areas relating to food. And I want to educate you guys in terms of what I find, in terms of good quality things. And I want to give you healthy recipes. And I want you to see the beautiful colors with better techniques used, maybe better lighting. I want to all do that in 2022. So I'll be very busy. And I do appreciate your viewers, my viewers here, as well as my subscribers. And the subscribers, I want you to tell a friend. I always appreciate your comments. And thank you very much. So, see you guys in 2022. Cheers, aloha, and looking forward to see you again. All right, bye-bye.